Oh, is that beautiful, Jay? Also part of the Andean blue turquoise.
Andean blue.
And it's all been selling out.
And this is like the top grade of the Andean
Wait
blue.
a minute. And here's what's amazing to me, Jay. Correct me if I'm wrong, because it's your famous handcrafted Jay collar, right? That we love, that we normally sell separately. We sell the collars around $129, $139 normally, okay? I'm gonna lay this down just so you can see. This is part of the necklace, but this is that genius design that we always talk about that they create by hand. So therefore it always remains flat around the neckline because it fits everyone's shape in the collarbone area, which is unique to Jay King. This is even extra special unique because look, what is dangling is a gorgeous pendant right in the center here. Yeah, that's not just a little something. That is a lot of something. Tell us about this, Jay. It's $139. Right. It will go very, very quickly. I have fewer than 300 of these.
This is probably the only time you're going to see a Jay King design that's this petite. Okay.
But it's on your it's your collared necklace.
And I took it.
But you actually designed this one. I would never guess.
I drew it out. And
really cool.
Here again, this is that Andean blue material. Here's the rough. Okay. And look at this. Look at the clarity on this material, right? Now you have to understand this is a specimen. Not all of it comes this big. This is one big nugget. One of these days I'll take a picture of all my specimens.
You're gonna have to.
I was counting them the other day. I got to 5,000 and I quit. I don't know how many specimens I have, but way too many.
Do you have them? I hope you have them all labeled. Just remember them all.
I'm doing this whole thing where I can sort them all out. One of these days I'm going to do something.
Special.
I keep threatening, you know, but I've got so many specimens. But this is one of my specimens. This is Andean blue, and you can see this almost looks so clear and so blue that it almost looks fake.
It does.
But it's not. And that's why I'm bringing this. Okay. This is look. Here's how it came out of the ground. All I did was tumble the dirt off of it. And all I did was just cut one end of it and polish that, just so you can see. This is all the natural material. I designed this, I drew this out. And here again, this is more kind of like when I was out on the road and I was doing gallery stuff, these are the kind of things that I would design, make up. What's cool about Mind Finds is I took, you know, in October to be 22 years. So what I used to do is we used to do a lot of one-of-a-kind designs. We sold to a lot of galleries. We did an awful lot of trade shows. We did trade show after trade show after trade show, and that's kind of how I started and developed my business. I used to go, I was telling Lynn before, I mean, literally, I would make up things. I'd have my artists build things, and then I would spend my entire life on the road. I mean, just constantly. And I went from the very, very southernmost parts of America all the way to the very, very northern parts. You said
like Key West to Boston, right?
All the way to Boston. I used to do everything. And what I would do is I would go in, and we would go into a town, and we would go to all the different locations, and we would look for the finest place that we thought we could put our material, and then we would call them and we'd say, hey, look, we've looked at so and so and so and so and so. We're going to give you first pick. We're going to be the only.
You were doing that then.
It worked 1,000% of the time. And the thing is people, they like the art, but here again, the uniqueness of having things that you don't see from other people. You're not going to see it down the road. You know, like and here again, all we did is we did exactly what had started out and how I started my business, and we've just been able to, because of this, the wonder of HSN and wonder of the relationship we have here, that over the 22-year period, we've been able to do the same thing I was doing back there. We're bringing you gallery jewelry, but at really very, very reasonable prices because of how we work and the volume that we can do. But even on these, when I say volume, I mean a few hundred, okay?
Oh yeah, I mean
there's not thousands of these.
We're counting backwards right now.
Yeah,
they will all go, because it will be $169.90, and that's crazy, Jay.
These are all individually hand done from sterling silver sheet material. All the turquoise in this, I showed you, is we take the rough material, we cut from the rough. I hand select all of the rough. Everything that goes into anything like this, all of the rough is all hand selected. We do it by color, we do it by clarity. I just thought this was a fun design. I have to tell you, I did something like this probably in the early 80s. I was doing designs like this, and it was so popular. And one day I was sitting there and I had this beautiful Chilean rough in front of me, and I thought, you know what? That look was so spectacular, so great. I haven't done it in a long time. I'm going to do something along those lines. And I came up with these, drew them out, and then the silversmiths did a wonderful job of interpreting it. But here again,
That's just amazing.
okay, look at this. It almost
color.
looks fake, right? But it's not. I mean, it's not dyed, it's not enhanced, it's not treated. There's nothing done to that to make that color any different than what Mother Nature did. So you've got that beautiful high blue, but look at the clarity of this. If I wasn't telling you where this was from, and this is all Chilean, they call this it's called Andean blue. I gave it that name because it comes from the Andes and the high blue color.
That's perfect.
Again, when you buy this material, this isn't like they just have tonnage of this, like you just, like you can just get it by the boatload. Doesn't work like that. Sometimes we have a friend of ours that he goes around to the mines up there. He's a consolidator. He collects for us. Some weeks they might get 10 kilos. Some weeks they might get 100 kilos. Some weeks they get 0 kilos. What he does is he only takes the high grade. We don't take any of the low grade material. We only buy the high grade. Only the high grade. We pay a premium for it. When he has enough collected, then we put together either half container or a container of materials, and then we ship it to the cutting shop. So, but it's not like I don't want to give you the impression that this turquoise is just readily available, that you can just get it anywhere. And this is what everybody's going for.
Beautiful.
In fact, when you see a lot of this turquoise out here, even in Tucson at the Tucson Gem Show, you really have to watch what you're doing, because when you see things like this that look like too good to be true, in most cases they're dyed howlite, or they're dyed carcassiterite or something that
you have to be careful.
And they've treated. But when they mimic something or when they counterfeit something, what do they counterfeit? They only counterfeit the best of the best. So when you see high clear blue, right? Well, I'm just guaranteeing you this is high clear blue Andean turquoise, right? But a lot of materials that you see out there in the world, not to see this design, but a lot of the turquoise now is not real turquoise. It's just
scary.
The color turquoise.
Especially when it looks like this color.
Yeah,
that's where you really want to be buyer beware.
Yeah, know who you're buying it from.
Absolutely, and that's why the Andean pieces you said you've been collecting and hoping this was going to come to fruition for many years now, and it's here. And that's, having that relationship back to mine to market, right? Direct. That's the only way to be able to bring something in that Persian blue color.
The person that we get this turquoise from, we've known for, you're talking, a relation's gone on for over 10 years. Started